Inkcharm Project presents.
I have warned you. Now you must suffer the consequences of your actions. Hello and welcome to Warparty, an original setting that we're exploring through the lens of D&D 5e. I'm Dana.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Hannah.
And today we're going to be returning to the Book of Winter's Wealth, Chapter 4, Who?
Are you?
We're gonna find out, I guess. All right, you guys ready? Any questions, comments, or concerns before we begin?
XP from last session?
Oh shoot! Yes. Oh my god, how much did we get? I forgot.
So you each got, I was about to start with that, 2,500 experience points for last session. I forgot to award you that after you managed to hit the wonderful milestone of joining the Hunters Guild, which is worthy of experience.
We're already here.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Are you close to level 6?
No,
No?
we're close to halfway to level 6.
Well, you know, you guys are starting
Milestones.
in on some pretty big stuff, so when you complete some more tasks, who knows what you might get?
Who can say? Ha.
Who can say?
Sorry. Yes.
Boom, boom, short rest.
The dense, broadleaf trees provide shade from autumn's stag moon. With 25 nights spent beneath it, the chill of evening invites you to burrow deeper into your bedrolls and blankets. In a matter of just a few moons, winter will be upon you. From the forest, a voice calls out. Who goes there? Who? Turn back, you. You are not welcome here. If either of you still feel inclined to take a watch or enjoy a rest, the campfire awaits company.
I will rest.
I will take watch, but before she gets ready for bed, I will prepare a little bowl. I'll put some water in it, and I'll just put it by the fire so the lights can capture its twinklingness. Yes. And then we'll look around. Just keep watch from where I was hearing the voice, trying to see any signs of blue glowing butterflies anywhere.
All right, you don't see any glowing blue butterflies anywhere. And also, Catherine, you snuggle into your bedroll for the night? All right. Well, while you wait watching for glowing blue or ice-formed butterflies, again, Olivia, you hear the voice calling from around the branches. Who? Who steps in these woods? You. Leave. Be gone. Disappear.
Well, I've been here before, and I think I can be here like I was before. Who are you?
An owl lands on a nearby branch.
Okay. Slowly, move my bow and arrow on my lap. Are you... Wait.
The owl seems to speak. Who are you?
Who are you?
Can I have your name?
Some people call me Olive. Not sure if I should give you my full name. Should not be giving full name.
What
to
is
strangers.
your purpose here?
I am... I don't know. I'm talking to an owl.
You are a trespasser. Why?
I am looking for missing children.
Who?
I don't know. We have... we didn't name at all any of the kids, but...
We only named one.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You can assume that you know all the
Okay.
names. You can just throw all of those names out there.
Benji, Bango, Banjo, and...
Oh yeah?
I don't know.
These all sound like excellent names, and I believe every one of them.
No.
As for the owl that roosts on a tree branch nearby, it does not seem impressed by the list of names that you provide. Instead, it looks to you Each eye a disc. Bright, bright yellow.
Have you been here long in these woods?
Very, very long. These are not your woods. These are not somewhere for you to tread. Not somewhere that they should tread.
Who's they?
Who?
Mm-hmm.
You know who. The owl begins to flap its wings as it takes off from its roost. It flies over your head, and something falls into the campfire.
Okay. What falls into the campfire?
How close do you get to find out?
I don't know. I was close with my bowl in there.
Are you supposedly 5 feet away from it already?
Possibly.
Quite possibly, quite likely.
It's fine.
It seems to be a stone.
A stone.
The stone glows hot in the flames and begins to shine.
Can I take my point of my arrow and like kick it out of there?
You can make a dexterity saving throw to see how quickly you can pull that off.
I would like to do that.
All right.
Because if this is some kind of bomb stuff, I will not be happy about that.
Well, you do
I'll be
that.
dragging your corpse back to town.
Yeah, I know. I'm already ready for it. You can have all my stuff.
Oh, cool.
19 plus 5 is 24.
That's very good. You get to it in time. Next thing I want you to do is roll a D100.
Oh, haven't rolled those in a while.
We don't... Oh, I mean, I guess you can use those. I want an actual D100. I want like a
that'd be
big,
so-
beefy.
The increments of 10 will do
Okay,
for now.
these would work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sufficient.
43.
Ah, I see. You hit this stone and it travels 43 feet away from you.
Whoa.
Quite a forceful hit. However, once it begins to glow, the light that comes out from it creates a 60-foot radius sphere. This light is dim, and you must make a wisdom saving throw, Olivia.
Do sleeping individuals have to participate?
I believe you automatically fail this one.
7.
7. Okay, you
Or dead.
fall unconscious.
Oh, shit.
There by the fire.
Do I fall double unconscious?
You will remain unconscious.
You're
I
in
will
deep
say that.
sleep right now.
I'm sleeping so good.
Yes. This stupid
So
owl. Is it a druid? It's definitely a druid bringing an owl because
Right?
they're scared. Sorry.
He thinks he's gonna tell you.
I will figure this out. Sorry, don't mind me. It's nothing personal.
Well, all of that being said, Olivia, you awaken inside of a carriage in the woods.
Shh, carriage.
A biting wind whips through its cracked windows. You are alone. The carriage isn't moving, and if you choose, there is a rear window that you can peek through.
Yeah. I don't know if there's nothing. I'm in a carriage. How the heck did I get here?
Peeking through the rear windows reveals that outside snowflakes softly filter through standing pines to blanket the ground. You're on a road, though looking back, it hardly looks to be well traveled. From here, the only tracks you can clearly see in the snow are from your carriage and its horses, 2 sets by the look of it. Though the sky is dark and starry, you are able to see well into the woods around you.
Mm-hmm. Who's driving this carriage?
You are unsure. You cannot see while inside of it.
Can I climb out?
There are doors in the back.
Uh-huh.
The windows are inlaid in the doors, and you may try to open them.
Because if the window's open, I'm small. I can squeeze through, right?
There's also doors.
But
The windows are not like a...
if it's rushing, we'll be able to open.
It is but a
the door.
glass window. A glass window. Nothing of inconvenience to you.
There's no bars on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it a door that can swing out or in?
Out.
Okay. Does it swing out, or is it the air pressuring it?
There's nothing pushing against it. If you choose to swing it outward, it's a pair of double doors.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh. We're still going. Yes.
Stepping outside, you nearly slip on the icy ground at the back of the carriage. You can see a slight scuffle of footprints on the ground at your feet, but the snowfall has already made it hard to interpret them with just a cursory glance. You are still in the back of the carriage, though. If you want to see the front, find the driver, you would need to circle around. There's also all these woods surrounding you.
So we're not driving. We just
You were
stopped.
just in the back, and the
Okay.
carriage was not moving.
Okay. Well, first she will quietly peek to the side where the supposed driver should be.
You can't quite see. This is a very big carriage. You'd have to move to the front.
I assume I'm moving.
Ah, yes.
Da-da-da-da.
Circling around, the front of the carriage is a gruesome scene. Its driver lays face down over 2 horses, all bleeding out onto the ground.
Oh, you sweeties.
Looking more closely, you find that the blood forms a circle in the snow. It seems to have been used to write sigils along the circle's interior. The bodies show signs of slashes, and the driver's face is frozen in horror, as if a scream had gotten caught in his throat and he choked on it.
Uh-huh. Can I release the horses?
The horses are also slain.
No. No.
It is a tremendous quantity of blood that was used to make this circle.
And this sigil, or what I'm seeing, do I recognize it?
You can make an Arcana check.
I would like to. I went to libraries. I self-taught myself.
I read.
Arcana. Yippee-ki-yay. 13?
No, you can't quite make sense of this one, I'm afraid.
I will kick the snow over it so it's not fully, and I will look around. So there's only woods, this carriage, and nothing else.
There's woods, there's the carriage, there are those signs of footsteps at the back.
Yeah.
If you want to see whether those lead anywhere, you can try checking them out again, or you could just wander in any given direction.
Oh, I will track them down.
All
That's
right.
my profession.
Well then, give me a survival check.
Okay. What's the thing? Is this like, there's no mountains around? Is this some mountainy area?
It doesn't seem very mountainous.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what I have advantage on when I'm rolling for something. Da-da-da-da-da. Is it a 14?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so 14 plus 4 is 18.
Very good. Following the tracks, you can see that they lead into the woods southwards and then bearing east. You sense that you are being followed as you go through here. But you don't see anyone around. The trees are thick, and it makes it difficult to make sense of it all. Still, these tracks lead you a ways through the woods eastward, and eventually you arrive at a cave from which the stench of death emanates.
Iron. I turn back again. I'm like, there's death this way, death that way. Do I see the thing that's following me now?
You can make a perception check.
I would like to, because if I can see it, I can hunter's mark it. Yes. Perception check, because I will murder everything. Perception. There it is. Okay. 5.
You can't see anything. Still, that tingle remains on the back of your neck.
Okay.
Looking at the mouth of this cave, how do you proceed?
The footprints led there. Can I tell what kind of footprints are these?
They appear to be human.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Human, that's all I have here. Okay. Oh, can I use an action to do a sense around me to see? I can sense in a 1 mile to use my primal awareness
Mm-hmm.
to see if in the mile here, if there are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
You can take a crack at it.
Or within up 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain, but it's only 1 mile because these are not mountains. So I will do that. Ta-da. I mean, she will do like a twirl around and do like a whole ritualistic thing.
You don't sense any of those types of creature.
Huh. It's fine. And she will go, and this feels like a nightmare. So, can she tell that she's in a nightmare? Or is she, I don't know what she's confused. She's like, I was just by a campfire. This is bullshit. Catherine will not let me live this down if we don't get out of this alive. And she will go into the tunnel and be like, and she's still gonna be quiet, but she's starting to feel like she wants to like be like, hey, you okay, sorry. But no, she's gonna go quietly into the tunnel and continue following.
As you make your way into the tunnel, make a stealth check for me.
Where the heck? There it is, okay. 16 plus 5 is 21.
Very good. You manage to creep around the edges of the cave walls. It's a very shallow cave.
Yeah.
Eventually, you see that there is just a hint of something familiar. You really can't tell the details very well with how dark it is, but being such a shallow cave, a little bit of light does show through. You see very big hair sprawled out across a bunch of bodies, an entire pile.
You murdered people.
But there is something in front of this pile.
Okay.
It looks like a wolf at first, but it has the armored tail of a stinging scorpion. The barb at its tip glistens with bright red liquid. It does not seem to notice you yet.
Okay. I assume the big hairy thing I'm seeing is Catherine. Yeah.
It is a fair assumption to make.
Okay. I am going to, yeah, I'm gonna attack it. I'm going to cast, Hunter's Mark first on the creature.
Roll initiative.
Thank you. Hunter's Mark. Let's use level 1 here. Okay. 16 plus 2 is 18.
Decent. All right. You, I shall say that this counts as surprise as well.
Yeah.
So you get to take your first turn and do your thing. Then we're going to go back through because it won't be able to take any turns for this first round of combat being surprised by you.
Okay. So, just pulling on my thing. I'm going to try to hit it. Hopefully I will hit it. There it is. Understands. Okay. 11 plus 7 is 18.
You definitely hit it.
Okay. I'll first use these two and then I'll add my special attack that I can do once per turn, which is called Slayer Spray. And let's do these first.
Okay.
So they're going to be plus 2 too. Yeah. So 6 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 2 is 16 plus a d6. 16 plus 2 is 18 full points of damage for the first round.
Impressive.
I am just, yeah. I'll shoot again if it's still standing.
It is still standing.
Okay. And I'll shoot by my second attack, which will be 12 plus 7 is 19.
You hit, and a low growl comes from its lips. When it turns toward you, it bears very, very large fangs that are dripping with slobber.
Bad puppy. And I don't know. 5 plus 2 will be 9 points of the other damage.
All right. Is that all?
I will stay up slightly back, my full movement, so it cannot reach me, hopefully.
Okay, so that's your first turn.
Yeah.
It can't do anything being surprised on its first turn.
Oh, yeah.
And so it comes back to you.
I come back, but nah. I can still reach from here, thank God for archery, I assume. And I'm going to shoot again. Nah, hopefully hitting it. Yes. I'm looking at the wrong page. It's fine, I'm panicking. Yippee. Okay, it's a 15 plus 7. 22.
That hits.
Okay. I'm going to use my thing again because it's the second turn, which is the primal awareness. So 5 plus 4 plus 2 will be 11 plus a d6. 11 plus 11. Wait, what am I saying? 11 plus 1 is 12 for the first one.
12 points of damage.
Yeah. And then for my second one. Ooh, 15 plus 7.
That hits.
And okay, let's see. Is that yeah? So 7 plus 2 is another 11 points of damage. Yes. No. 7 plus 2. Yeah, 11. Oh, okay, math.
7 plus 2?
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yes.
All right. Wow. You want to describe how these arrows sink into the beast? It's not dead yet, but it definitely seems weakened.
Yeah. First it was into one of its shoulder blades, then to the second one, and then when it growled at me, I aimed for his shoulder again just to be like, aha, I can do a bullseye thingy. And then looking at the tail by its stump, or where the tail starts, that's what I wanted to hit, I think.
Right.
Just like T. Sorry, that's a good description here.
Subject to such brutal arrows, it runs at you and tries to bite you. 19?
That does hit.
Okay. And you're going to be taking 11 damage.
Okay.
11 piercing damage.
This is fine.
Following up with
Oh shit.
a slash from its claws,
Okay.
which
What?
hits, dealing 7 damage.
Fucking scheiße, I'm sorry.
And then one final slash
No.
with its other hand.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Well, with that, you are
got
right
luck.
next to it.
Mm-hmm.
It is within 5 feet of you, and it has missed its 2 slashes. Well, its second slash with its claws. It is now your turn. That body over there, amidst the pile of assumed corpses, it's just as still as ever.
She would just scream, Catherine, wake up. We're in a bit of a shithole, and she's going to, let's see, I cannot, if I try to get distance, but also I don't have that ability because I am not that type of archer.
You are within 5 feet of it.
Yeah. But if I try to shoot with my arrow, I cannot, like, it will be a disadvantage,
It would
right?
be disadvantage.
Yeah. I'm scared to move. I only have 1 hit point. We're not doing that, so I'm going to... I can technically take out my other weapon, but I can only hit it probably with it once only, right? If it's not an arrow. I cannot hit twice with the short sword that I have on me.
You have 2 attacks per action, don't you?
Yeah.
2 attacks. Bam, bam.
Okay. I still have Hunter's Mark on it, so with every hit I can still get the damage on. So... she drops down longbow as the puppy's coming at her. Bah. Dude, go for a little baby short sword. And she's gonna try to hit.
Puppy, little baby, short sword. Try a little boop on the nose.
I'm scared, okay. 15 plus 5
You
is
hit.
20 for the first one. A 1d6 plus 2. And we're gonna add a 1d6 for the other bonus for the first round. So, for the short sword is 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 2 is 10 for the first attack.
11.
5 plus 4. Sure. Thank you. I'm panicking. I don't like this. And
You always die. Y'all don't know this, but she always dies.
She does die a lot.
it's
They
because
might learn soon.
Oh yeah. Stay tuned.
I take risks. Not like other people. And my second swing will be, I don't think I'll hit with this one, which will be an 8.
Nope, you miss.
Okay.
And does that conclude your turn?
Nah. And I will. No, I already used that one. Okay. Give me a second. No. I'm good. I screamed that at Catherine and swish as best as I can, being like, I'm gonna die.
And it tries to bite you. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Then it swipes with the claws.
Oh god.
It misses the first one. Does the 15 hit?
Yes.
15 hits and you take 5 damage.
I am down.
Describe how you go down.
I go. Okay, it's swing. The first was a claw, then the other one was
You got hit by claws in the end.
a claws in the end,
Missed a bite, missed a claw. Hit you with the final one.
which was a claw.
Claw swipe.
I think he gave me a nice slap through the face,
Indeed.
slapping me silly, grabbing me because my head is so small, his
Your
paws are so
face
big.
burns as you bleed out, and your vision goes dark.
Just a normal Tuesday.
Olivia awakens inside of a carriage in the woods.
No.
A biting wind whips through its cracked windows.
No.
You are alone.
Ah! Sorry.
The carriage
Ow.
isn't moving, and peering through the rear windows,
She will first be like, fucking magic, and she's going to open the door.
snowflakes outside softly filter through standing pines to blanket the ground. You're on a road, though looking back it hardly seems to be well traveled.
Do I
From
get my
here, the
okay.
only tracks you can clearly see in the snow are from your carriage and its horses. 2 sets by the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although the sky is dark and starry, you are still able to see well into the woods around you.
Okay. Do I get my spell slots back if this is a dream sequence?
Your spell slots are returned.
Okay. Yippee
And you're, what,
My head-
26? No,
No,
16?
19. I would be lucky if I had like 26.
Stepping outside, you almost slip on the
You
ice.
said 19.
Sorry.
And you wrote 16.
Thank you. I'm blanking out.
Take a breath, girl.
And you can see a slight scuffle of footprints on the ground at your feet. But the snowfall is already making it hard to interpret them with just a cursory glance. You can't see the front of the carriage, though.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm putting some weird numbers. I'm going to go on that carriage.
Going around it?
I'm going to climb on it.
Oh, you crawl on top of it.
Yep.
Very well. Crawling atop the carriage, you are able to see that in front there are a pair of horses with a assumed driver laying over them. All are dead, and their blood has been formed into a circle on the ground between them. Sigils are written on the interior. Do you wish to try and interpret them?
Yep. She's going to look from up top because she has a better view from up here and just going to like,
Arcana check.
what did I learn by myself in my library time? Thank you.
Right in the box.
I cannot. It's fine. I am not crying on the inside. Arcana. Here we go. Oh. 17 plus 3 is 20.
Looking from above, you can tell that the sigils are interspersed with words written in Druidic,
Ah, I knew that shit.
which you
Okay.
can't decipher without magic.
It's fine. Okay. Fucking.
You also see there are a hint of footprints to the south that go into the woods towards the east.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
A different way. Mm-hmm.
Do you choose to pursue that path?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
If it's a druid, I'm going to find that druid.
You follow those footprints that go to the south and then eastward.
Mm-hmm.
The path feels familiar to you, almost as if you traveled it very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Following the tracks into the woods, you sense that you are being watched.
Then I'm going to turn around and start walking back.
You walk back and return to the carriage.
And during that time, I was looking around to see if I can sense the thing that's watching me in the
Perception
trees.
check.
Yes, please. I'm like, if there's the owl, I'll see. There'll be owl for breakfast. Okay. Perception. Yippee. 16?
You can't quite tell.
Okay.
Do you continue on the path of those tracks?
I go back.
All right. Following the tracks into the woods, remarkably, you are led to a cave
Mm-hmm.
from which the stench of death emanates.
Mm-hmm.
Do you choose to enter?
Not yet. Okay, this cave that I'm seeing here. Does it have places where I could hide potentially?
Like around it?
Yeah.
The cave is formed in the side of a cliff face, very stony. If you succeed at climbing up it, you might be able to find a nice perch there,
Okay.
but it's quite treacherous terrain.
All right. Well, I'm going to take out, if I have my items on me, I'm going to take out my trap, put it on the floor in front of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to I cannot run fast, so I need to be really smart about this. I'm going to prepare my rope with my purchase that I made, which is my grappling hook. Try to hook it up.
There are also a great many trees around there.
Oh. But I need to be able to hopefully slip down and then crawl to get her if she's part of this spell. Not using the trees just yet because I can only burn them down, but I'm not doing that just yet.
Very well.
Okay, and I'm going to hook up the thing so I have like a climby.
So you're going to climb the cliff face above the cave?
With my hook.
All right. Seems fair enough.
Before I climb it, I want to hook it there, tug it to see if I can pull it, and then I'm going to know if it's like okay, then I'm going to scream into the tunnel.
All right. So you haven't climbed up yet, though?
No.
All right. You scream into the tunnel, and something comes charging outwards. It looks like it has the body of a wolf, but bears an armored tail of a stinging scorpion. Yeah. The barb at its tip glistens with bright red liquid, and a low growl sounds from the monster's lips.
I quickly climb up.
Make me an athletics check with advantage.
You said athletics, right?
Indeed.
Okay. -1 to that. Haha. But twice, okay? So the first one is 9. -1 will be 8. I wish. 15. So the other one is 8.
All right. So with your advantage, what's the highest one?
14.
Oh my god.
14?
Yes, thank you. I was taking the disadvantage automatically. That's what I usually do.
Take a breath, girl.
You shimmy your way up this rope just as it is nipping at your
I'm
heels.
succeeding. Yay.
It tries to stab you with its stinger, which gets lodged in the cliff face but is quickly pulled back out. Bits of rock crumble off, but you've made it up. You're about 20 feet in the air. How do you proceed?
Did you get hooked in the trap?
Oh,
Yeah, did it
an
walk in
excellent
it?
question. Why don't we find out?
Thank you. Oh.
Yes.
Whoa.
So while it tries to do all of this, however, one leg is caught in the trap and it's unable to jump up any higher at you. You can tell that it has powerful legs, and with the reach of that tail, who knows what would have happened otherwise.
Do I want to kill it now and then come after you? Or should I come after you? I'll kill it. I'm in a high place. Maybe I'll take advantage of this situation. And she's going to climb fully up so she can actually get out her bow.
You got your bow out?
Yeah. And she's going to start shooting again.
Is the beast restrained in the trap?
Yeah.
Tell me, how does this trap function? Or I can look it up.
Yes,
Give me,
please.
what is the trap called?
It's just the regular trap that I got because of my dad. It's
Is it a bear trap
yeah,
or hunting trap?
hunting trap.
Hunting trap. All right, I'll pull that up, and you may take your turn.
Okay.
It can't reach you at this time, but you should still roll initiative.
Okay. Not here. Not here. Shit. Try to pull out the information.
Yeah, I
My
definitely
initiative
got
is
combat.
+2. That's a different character entirely. Okay. Ooh, 18 + 2 is 20 initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also note that the trap has wounded it a little bit.
Yes.
And so you got a 20 for your initiative?
Mm-hmm.
All right, have at it. You get to go first.
She will shoot her longbow, and she's gonna try to shoot it twice if she's so lucky. Yeah. Okay. So the first roll is 14 + 7 is.
You hit.
I do. And I'm adding my bonus thingy on top of this. This is wrong. This is good. No. Yes. 1, 2. Yes, it is. Okay. Adding. Yeah. So.
Did you put Hunter's Mark on it
Yeah.
in this life?
I am putting Hunter's Mark on it.
I believe you're already
It's fine.
rolled
No
to hit.
takebacks.
It's okay.
So
I'll shoot it
what's
once.
the damage on this first one?
It's 3 + 2. It's
5?
5. And +2 also. 3 + 2 + 2 is 7. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Then, can I use now my bonus action in the middle of my other shooting, or do I have to shoot
Yeah, you
twice?
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime on your turn, you can use
Okay.
your bonus action.
I use. She's like, oh shit, I forgot my. Of course, Catherine would shame me for that shit too. And
Probably.
yes, and she's going to.
A great deal of shit.
Yeah, she's going to cast her Hunter's Mark. You see the butterflies and moths swirling around this creature, and she's gonna shoot once more, hopefully hitting with a 9 + 7 is
You hit.
16. Yes, and I'm using my Hunter's Mark on top of that, with not in my Slayer's Play anymore, which is the D6.
You've already done that, yeah.
Yes. So yeah. So 5 + 5 + 2 is 12 points of damage.
Received.
Yes. With my hunter's mark.
You already did that.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Because hunter.
Okay, so
D8.
yeah.
Sorry. I always panic. So D8 is my normal shooting. D6 is my hunter's mark, which I did use. Plus
And
2
your Slayer's thing
is a D6.
is a D6.
Yes.
So you good?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, with that, I'm assuming that it goes to this beast's turn.
Yes.
And it snarls and it pulls on the chain from your trap. And we're going to see whether it actually makes it out.
Mm-hmm.
It does not, and in trying to escape, it takes 1 piercing damage.
Yay.
With that, it is now your turn again.
Okay.
It seems to be incensed by this trap.
Whoever it is here, I'm gonna kill your creature if you don't show yourself. And she will shoot again. Hopefully. 10 plus 7 is 17.
You hit?
Using my hunter's mark with my Slayer's Prey, which is a d6, so 2 d6s with my d4. Okay, now we're good. So the first attack, I have all my bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is over there? I cannot tell.
1 plus 1 plus 2
Aw.
And plus 2.
plus 2.
Plus 2, plus... All right,
So 6. Yeah, 6 for the first one.
An arrow sinks into its leg, but it still isn't quite enough to stop this creature.
Yeah, it's wiggling too much. Okay, and it's going to go again. And 16 plus 7.
You hit?
It hits.
I don't. It's fine. Yay. Only no. Yes. No, without the Slayer's Prey, so these two.
Is Hunter's Mark once per turn?
Yes. No,
No, the
Hunter's
Slayer's
Mark
Prey. Hunter's Mark is always damage.
on,
It's just,
on every attack.
yeah.
And
Okay.
then Slayer's Prey is once per turn.
Yeah.
All right.
So 2 plus 1 plus 4 is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. The beast lets out a fearsome yowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it is now the beast's turn.
Okay.
As it takes the rope in its teeth.
Can I reach the rope from the trap?
The trap has a 3-foot chain.
Sure.
So that gives it enough oomph that it can try with its tail
Mm-hmm.
to stab into that rope.
Okay.
It does not succeed.
Oh, okay.
And with that, it is now your turn again, bearing down on this creature. It seems to be quite wounded.
Looking at this creature and observing it, does it look magical?
Well, it does have a scorpion tail on a wolf's body.
Yeah. Whatever druidic shit you did to this poor animal, it's really weird. I'm gonna shoot it because that's what I can do.
Shoot it.
Oh yeah. The thing that's following us is definitely not druidic because I used the spell before. Yeah, 100% is back technically. Okay, so I'm going to shoot it once with a 15 plus 7
You hit.
with my bonuses on top of that.
Bonuses on bonuses.
Yeah, all these. So, ooh, yay. Okay, so 6 plus
16.
8 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18 points of damage for the first one.
All right, so
That's a good
describe
hit.
how just impactful that arrow is. It's not dead, but you
Yeah.
have it on the ropes, even though you're the one on the rope.
I think it lifts up. It's like how dogs usually do when they try to like jump at you. Yeah. So it exposes its chest, and I like hit it like nicely, like close to the heart, but not close enough.
Sinks between the ribs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Yikes.
she's like, okay.
It definitely lets out a terrible yowl.
Oh god, just die quickly. Okay, and because she's not for like long game hunting, she wants to kill it immediately.
Yes.
But she's like, this beast is hardcore.
Transitioning to the world of hunting monsters is quite different from merely taking on beasts.
It is. And a second shot, hopefully, with a 7 plus 7 is 14.
You hit.
Yes. And 1d8 with my hunter's mark will be 6 plus 2 plus 2 will be 10 points of damage for the second one.
It's not quite dead yet.
We're getting there.
This concludes your turn.
Yeah.
All right, it tries to break out, and it succeeds. It's
Okay.
broken its chains,
Uh,
and That is its action. It's your turn.
Yay. Okay.
I really wanted it to go again.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna
Who
try.
knows? She might miss.
I'm gonna try. It's a 7. I hit with the 14.
Yep.
All my bonuses on top. Okay.
Describe how you kill it.
Yes. It unleashes itself free. It victoriously is lunging again, and I think I'm able to pull the arrow and precisely now hit the heart. Not in the ribs, just in the heart of this creature.
The beast falls, and you are free to explore that cave.
Okay. She will wait for a few seconds. It stops twitching.
It does.
She'll shimmy down her rope. Look at it. It's bleeding red.
That it is.
Uh-huh.
Bright, bright red.
Okay. And she's going to quickly dash into the cave and see if the furry hair person is still there.
Furry hair.
I don't know. Hairy hair? Lots of hair.
Inside, you see a tangled mass of hair attached to a somewhat familiar-looking halfling. It's difficult to see, though. This cave is quite dark. You can, however, tell that there is a bright red drop of blood oozing from her neck.
Like a sting? Shit. How... It's
Do
poison.
you choose to light a torch or anything to
Oh,
see
yeah.
a little better?
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Lighting up your torch, you can see that her entire body seems almost pale white, with the exception of that drop of red blood. All the bodies below her are also pale white. There is another item within this cave, one of the few that isn't pale, and it is a single bright red potion. It stands out in your eyes. Even the light from your fire is not orange, but white.
The potion is white?
The light from your fire.
Is white.
Yes.
Okay. And this potion is red.
The potion is bright red.
It could be a trick or some sorts. I'm not sure. And she looks around. There's no ruins around me here.
There's very little else to see other than what you have heard of.
Okay. She's gonna go to the potion, open it, smell it.
It smells watery, a little bit fragrant.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think in D&D world if we can suck the blood. Not blood. I don't want to suck your blood out, but poison out. But I'm not sure how long it's been the poison, because this fight is longer. I mean, shorter in D&D time. But yeah.
Well, you have this potion.
I can technically feed it to her, but I should poison you. Luck is on my side, hopefully, and she's going to try to lean your head up and just try to make you drink it.
You administer this potion, and after a few moments, Catherine's eyes flutter open. Her eyes are also pale, pale white, same as everything within this cave,
Okay.
seemingly, with the exception of her bright red bead of blood. And that potion, which has now disappeared into her lips. She is restored to 15 HP and returns to consciousness.
Catherine? Oh my god, thank the anything up there or down there. I'm not sure where we are. Catherine?
Yep.
Catherine sits up quickly and lunges forward to putting a hand around your throat.
Oh no, I deny that. No, consent.
You can make an athletics check to slap it away.
Yes, please. I don't want somebody grabbing my throat.
And you can make an athletics check to get it on there.
I feel like it'd be a dexterity check.
You can do...
Can I be dexterous?
You know what? You guys choose which one you're each going to go for.
Yay,
I'm gonna go with
dexterity.
a sleight of hand.
You can... I'm going to say that you either get to go with acrobatics or athletics. You guys
I'll
each
do
take
acrobatics. I'm swishing around like Black Widow. I mean, a person in the universe. Yes.
like a black widow spider.
Ooh, let's see.
In a web.
19 plus 2 is 21.
All right, well, she fucking gets it then. Because I rolled a 1.
But you can re-roll it.
Dice jail.
Oh.
Okay.
You can try to hit me again. We are halflings. We can reroll our natural ones.
All right.
I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
It's too late.
It's too late. Okay.
It's already here.
All right.
You rolled a 21.
Yay.
So,
You can maybe get a natural 20. You never know.
all right, here we go. Nope.
I always believe in you. Yes.
All right, so now that that's out of the way, the outcome is determined. And the outcome turns out to be that, yeah, you dodge it.
Okay. And what the heck are you doing? As she pulls her bow at you.
Where are we?
Oh my god, okay, you're just groggy. Slightly. Okay, so we're in a dreaming sequence type of thingy. I think a druid might have put a spell on us. The owl.
This is somehow your fault.
I can confirm or deny. I was able. You should have seen it. I'll explain later, but we need to figure out how to get out of this dream dimension thingy. I'm no druid, but I know it's the druid's fault. I just killed her beast outside
Shut
of
up.
this. Okay.
Catherine's gonna look at the pile of bodies that she's laying on. Do any of them look familiar? Do they look like villagers? Do they look like people from her past?
Many of them seem like people you've known before, people who had walked Jadewood.
Okay, so this is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start shifting the bodies and try to see if I can find any of the people that were important to Catherine. She's going to look for her mother, her father, any friends that she knew from Jadewood.
Regrettably, you aren't able to find such things.
This is tortuous.
Tell me about it. And while she's looking for the bodies, she's would go around the tunnel to see if there's any more like leads out or in deeper or any
There's
writings.
nothing except for the one that you had entered through the
Okay.
first time.
All right. Well, I woken up in a carriage with also murdered 2 riders, or was it 1 rider? I cannot tell. It was so torn, as well as the horses. I don't know why I was in a carriage. Sorry, I forgot to ask. How did the carriage have any emblem on it?
None that you saw.
Okay. So, have you ever heard about somebody making you dream in a same dream with a sleeping spell? I don't know if there's a sleeping spell that I don't know about.
History check.
Arcana check.
Because I've been trying to solve this,
15.
You know that there are sleep spells out there, and there are dream spells out there.
because I died once, and I woke up again at the same place.
Well, that's terribly unfortunate for you, but we need to figure out where we are.
That's what I want. I don't recognize these woods. It's snowy outside.
Oh, lovely. And Catherine is going to kick aside the bodies as she is stepping forward out of the only exit of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
As she exits, the color seems to return to her body.
Good.
When she steps into the light and the snow, well, starlight really is all you have to go by.
Mm-hmm.
Moonlight, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But as she exits into that, the color returns to her body. And you may follow.
Yeah. Are we out of the tunnel?
You have exited this cave.
Okay, and I'm gonna retrieve my trap, hopefully, if it's still there.
Your trap is busted.
I'll fix you one day, sweetie. Because
Catherine's going to take a look around, see the wolf peon.
I outsmarted this sucker. It was quite great.
You outsmarted a weird dog.
It's fine.
Is this rope yours?
Yes.
Catherine tugs on it for a minute and then starts climbing up.
I gather
Alright.
my broken trap because I'm
You can
gonna fix
only
it.
get so high up. This cliff face is pretty steep. And
What is it attached to?
She
the
climbs
rope?
up the rope.
yeah, it's not like attached to something at the top. It's just
There is a nice little bit of ledge that she
Okay.
got lucky with,
Mhm.
but that can only take you so far.
okay.
Yeah.
After I get up there, sit on the ledge, look around. How much further to the top?
Looks like there's another 60 to 90 feet to go.
Are you coming up? What are we doing?
Give me a second as she pulls out the arrows from the body as much as she can retrieve.
You can
Reduce,
retrieve half
reuse,
of the
recycle.
arrows.
Always.
You can retrieve half of the arrows that were spent during this combat.
Okay, thank you. And with that, after I gather my arrows in my broken trap, she will then join Catherine and climb up her rope and retrieve her. Are we climbing higher this mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
She will, if we die, we come back. Okay, and she will take the hook and from it and put it back. And she can try to maybe hook it higher again. She's going to take the hook, the thing that I have.
The grappling
you
hook.
can make
Thank
an
you.
attempt. Do an athletics check.
Okay. Because I bought this from a nice grandma and I need to use it. Okay. Okay.
She sure did like you.
Yeah. Athletics. No.
Athletics.
Thank you. 11.
You try to yeet this hook upwards. It bounces off the stone cliff face and falls back down.
Okay. Just one more try.
You
And
get one more try. Let's see where it goes.
nowhere. 5.
And it bounces off and slips your grasp as it tumbles to the floor.
Dang it.
Give me that thing.
I'm holding the rope.
All right.
Here we
Takes you a
go.
moment to bring it back up. Roll your athletics check. Bounces off, tumbles back down. You can try reeling it back in.
Yeah, one more time. Do it. I tried twice. You can do twice.
All right. If this doesn't work, I'm going back to that cave.
Aw.
It doesn't work. The cave awaits you.
How far is it down?
About, what was it, 20 feet, I think?
Yeah. What, is it that small of a...
From where you
Cave?
were up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You only climbed 20 feet up when you were shooting.
Hook that thing back into whatever.
Okay. I'll ledge to where it was before, so can I just rope down
All
and
right.
climb it down?
You guys can descend from this cliff, and you are back on the forest floor. The cliff blocks the way east, but woods to the north, west, and south are all available.
Yeah. Can I use the blood from the creature and try to draw the symbol that I saw? For
You
Cat?
can make an attempt to recreate it.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw,
A wisdom?
or just wisdom check, rather.
Okay. That'll be a wisdom check?
Wisdom check, just your wisdom
Okay,
modifier
so that's
rolled.
just +1, okay. 5.
Your memory fails you as you try to do this, and it ends up looking more like a sailboat.
What is this? Arts and crafts?
No, I'm trying to be helpful, but I have to actually show you. Okay. Follow me to the carriage.
No, I'm going in the cave.
Why? That's where the... Okay.
Catherine goes back in the cave.
Catherine is now back in the cave.
Does the color disappear from her skin again?
The color disappears. She is pale white by the time she goes back into that cave. Pale, pale white.
If I follow her, do I also change pale?
You do not change color.
What's wrong with your skin? Are you okay? Are you feeling okay?
I mean, this is weird.
It is
so
weird.
I feel weird.
Uh-huh. What if we burn the bodies?
Yeah, let's not. Are
What?
you going to chop down a tree?
I could try.
Do you see firewood in
I
this
have
cave?
oil and tinder box. Oil's
All right,
flammable.
well, maybe save it.
Okay.
Um,
There was a potion here, so somebody knew I can bring you back.
looking around at the bodies once more. Are they clothed?
They are clothed.
I'm going to loot all of their pockets.
They don't seem to carry anything aside from odds and ends.
Yeah.
A few wooden combs, one or two dried flowers, a handbook about farming.
I'm going to pocket the book. That might come in handy. If we get stuck here forever, we'll have to grow our own food.
Nah.
And I'm going to take one of the combs because my hair is very messy.
Yes, the comb is not strong enough to handle the tangle.
Oh, God. I start picking out pieces of comb, the wooden teeth.
Yes, the comb is now stuck.
During this picking out, I'm going to remember my friend. Is my friend in my hair?
Your friend is not currently there.
Huh.
Did you lost something?
No, don't worry about it.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry. I don't like that guy. With that,
That guy saved our butts
I
against the urine.
I know it's.
Are you talking about that in here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Go on, you guys.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I want
How
to
do you
know if
proceed?
there's any animals in this woods because I can send a message with an animal.
You'd have to go into the woods to find out now, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Okay.
You found one animal
I
in a
did.
cave.
But it was
That's
the one that
technically in the
poked
woods.
her. But before I go,
Poked.
yeah, sorry. And nobody there in the bodies is anybody that I know, right?
There are certainly faces that you recognized. Many of them are from Jadewood Village.
Yeah, but none of my family members.
You'd have to light up that torch and really take a
I-
good long look
I
at each of them.
assume I'm doing this.
There is a certain level of decay that makes it hard to tell, but you
Okay.
can roll a perception check.
Yes, please. Because I'm like trying to see. Because this must be a trick, and this druid's trying to be really shitty. Perception, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a 4? Yeah. 5.
You just have such a hard time deciphering whether these are familiar to you, especially in this light.
Yeah.
Everyone is pale. It's hard to say.
Okay, I have an idea. If we're in a different dimension, this might not work. And she's going to get out of the cave. And she's going to try
Catherine will follow.
to... She's going to take one of her rations. No, I cannot. I don't see anything. Can I see an animal first?
You don't see any critters around right now.
Okay.
There's probably some fleas on that creature in front of you, but
I don't think that would be helpful.
yeah.
With this, do I still feel the sense of presence of being watched?
Your senses have gone well past that. You'll need to check again.
Okay. So perception, I assume?
Perception check.
Does the color return to Catherine's skin again once leaving the cave?
Yes, it returns.
You're some kind of messed up thing.
It's your dream.
I'm not see you as a pale person. Perception. Okay. 18.
You rolled an 18 on your perception check,
Oh,
yeah?
yes.
All right, very good, very neat, very interesting. So as you roll that 18, what you are going to find is that you turn and spy an owl roosting in a high branch obscured by green needles.
It's probably the same owl I seen before, right?
It is a great horned owl.
Well, I see an owl. I'm going to cast a spell on it.
All right, what spell are you going to try and cast? Does it have a range
Yeah.
of 60 feet?
If I come closer, will it fly away?
Do you try and come closer?
Yes.
It starts to fly away, back into the trees. You lose sight of it.
Interesting. There's owls here.
Cool.
I don't know. I saw an owl before I fell asleep. And
Okay.
it talked.
Oh, well, that's something of
Yeah.
note, I think. Talking owls.
I think it's a druid, honestly.
Does this owl talk?
Not that I know of. It just flew away. I was going to try to cast a spell on it. Did I know?
Can druids talk when they are in their wild shape?
This is a good question. Well, I never really... Do I have friends that are druids?
I don't think you do.
Yeah. I don't know. I really never interacted with a druid for a long period of time to learn that. Can I roll for history to be like...
You can roll an Arcana check to see if you happen to know that druids can or can't do something.
Guess this might be Fae. Oh, natural 20.
With a natural 20, something comes to your mind. Though the owl was speaking to you back then,
You're such a good guy.
an owl doesn't really have lips to make a P or a B. And you can't really say that when you were seeing it that its movements of its mouth were matched to the words coming out. Perhaps there was some spell at play.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you heard its voice, but there are many ways to hear a voice in magic. From sending to message, spells exist.
So this is a familiar, potentially. Mm-hmm. Maybe a wizard.
Now then,
So I'm trying to figure out what that thing information.
Catherine, while your ally is thinking, how do you proceed?
I'm saying all this out loud.
Outside of the cave,
Yes.
Catherine is going to either walk left, right, or straight. Straight it is.
All right, so you're going to go straight. You go through the trees, and eventually you wind up at the scene of this carriage that was described to you.
I'm following her.
Yes, I see the blood.
Mm-hmm.
You see the blood, you see the circle in the ground made by it. You see the carriage, you see the tracks.
You can see it much more better from up top. I tried to draw it, but I could not figure out which line was which.
It bears no resemblance whatsoever.
It's fine.
Anywho,
How do you proceed?
Catherine is going to take a lap around the circle and kind of study the symbols. The words are in Druidic, yes?
They are indeed in Druidic as determined by your ally.
Okay. Are they written in the common tongue, or is the written language something that I cannot read?
You cannot read the language itself.
Okay. Going to study the glyphs and see if maybe I had seen any of them before.
You can make an attempt, though it's unlikely.
Arcana check?
Sure.
Oh,
Nat 1.
you can roll again.
Oh, that's
You-
true.
Halflings.
12.
Sorry.
You haven't seen these before.
Okay. I'm going to trudge through them, going around the circle and just breaking up all of the words and glyphs and symbols that are there.
Thank you.
Trudging through them doesn't seem to have any obvious effect.
Well, we came from somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and we were going that way.
Yeah,
But this is a dream, you said?
I believe so. It threw a stone in the fire. I tried to move it away, but it still reached us, and I just know that I went unconscious. And then I woke up in this carriage. And I believe either we were transported, but I don't think so, because I died, and I'm here again, reliving this. Except now this time you're actually up with me.
So, if you died and came back, I wonder if anything we even do here is of consequence.
I was already thinking about burning the woods, but that's an extreme.
No, we might wake up surrounded by fire.
Yeah.
Well, if we were going somewhere, I think we should continue going there.
Okay. I did wanted to try one thing. Going somewhere. I would like to potentially cast locate object. It's going to take me 10 minutes to do. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I can wait.
And with the locate object, I'm going to imagine my bowl that my dad owned and that I carry with me for all the fate worship. This is the page. Yeah.
All right.
And yeah. So I have my twig. I'm gonna draw the signs of the north, south, west, east on it. And it's gonna be like a circle motion to all of them, almost like spiraling. And then after of this, doing this slowly for 10 minutes and just concentrating intently on this, she'll be just muttering, let the current pull me to my target. Let the current pull me to my target. And she's just imagining the bowl over and over again. With the spell, I can describe or name my object that I'm looking for. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of
I
you.
got it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the casting time is merely one action, though you can concentrate on it for 10 minutes. Now, although this helps you locate an object of your choice, sense its direction, if it is within 1,000 feet of you, you sense no pull of such an object. As far as you can tell, there's nothing within 1,000 feet of you that matches the description.
How does this spell... It's concentration, so I assume if I keep walking and doing this, I will be able to hopefully get a ping on it?
Indeed.
Okay, I have that up. I don't sense it yet, but if it's somewhere here in this type of dream, we can find it. So let's just keep walking. So the cave is up, down the south way. Was it north or south? The cave.
The cave is to your east.
My east. Okay, so cave is east, and then cave east, and then the carriage is where?
The carriage is where you are now. It's essentially your point of reference.
The point of reference carriage. So if I go from the carriage
To the east, you find the cave.
Okay, so we have that.
Traveling through woods to get there, of
Yep.
course.
And the other side from the carriage, opposite, there's also trees still. There's no mountain in the distance?
There are no mountains in the distance. No, there's that one cliff face that you saw, but a cliff face does not a mountain make. If you try to go through the trees a bit more to any direction, who knows what you'll find? You'll have to do it to find out.
Okay.
The tree line is quite thick.
Do you want to pick us direction?
I already picked one.
Also worth noting, you traveled somewhat south following those tracks to reach the cave. Somewhat south, then east.
Okay. And this person went into the cave, but they were not there. Supposedly, or this puppy. Okay. So I found footprints also that look humanoid that led me to the cave that I found you in.
Okay.
Don't know if it's not your feet. It's small. She's like, did you
Are
walk
they?
there? I don't know.
Did you check?
How small are her feet? I don't know.
Halfling size?
Yeah, I'm like,
They're halfling sized.
yeah, I don't think it's human feet that she mentioned.
I
Catherine
did say
is
they
going
were
to-
boot tracks.
Yeah.
Catherine's going to ignore your deliberations and just start heading in the direction that the carriage was heading.
The carriage was going northeast. Do you continue northeast or more north or?
I will follow the road.
All right. You follow it to a point, but it becomes thick trees very, very quickly. If there even is a road here, there's so much snowfall that it's hard to tell. So, while there's a slight amount of clearing to the north, continuing northeast on the original bearing that you can assume the carriage was on leads into thick, dense trees. Do you continue northeast despite this?
I'm going to brush away the snow on the ground and see if there is any semblance of gravel or a packed earth or anything.
This will take more than just brushing it away. This is shoveling weather.
Do we feel cold?
There's a bit of a nip to the air, but strangely you don't feel like you're freezing.
Interesting.
Okay. I go towards the clearing.
You go slightly northward towards the clearing, and then you see another line of very thin trees and another clearing beyond that. Do you proceed to that next clearing?
I will not enter this clearing. I will go around the tree line to the next one.
Is anything beeping on my radar?
There is nothing happening with your spell. So you're going around the trees into the next clearing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get in there, you see 6 skulls arranged in the snow. Each bears a letter. K, S, U, R, A. The last of the skulls has horns on it, and the letter M upon its temples.
Okay, Xuram, Marusk, Ramusk. All humanoid except for that one. So that might be the first letter it starts with, the horn. It's like a tiefling. The
More
horn.
satyr than anything.
Satyr. Fucking bullshit. This is Fae. And with that, I know the language Sylvan. If I start like arranging and saying words, can I like figure out like the? If
You'll
it's,
have to arrange these letters into something that seems meaningful on your own.
okay, I'm gonna be doing that because I see some Slovakian versions here.
Ksura and an M.
Okay, Marusk,
Nothing.
Masurak.
Nothing.
Okay, not those. Do they feel magical?
There doesn't feel to be anything magical about them at a glance. You can roll an Arcana check while you're holding them.
It's terrifying holding them, but sure. Arcana. 10.
A 10.
Thought it
You
was a
can't
1.
tell for sure, but these must be here for a reason.
Yeah.
Not just anyone arranges skulls with letters on them.
Are they arranged in a particular way? Like that. Okay.
This is how you see them.
Can I put the M skull between, in the circle, like in the middle of it?
Placing it in the middle has no effect.
Okay. There's no pedestals around us, right?
No pedestals, just trees and snow and skulls and you too.
It's surprising that theirs are not dug up underneath the snow if it's falling so intently.
Mm-hmm.
They've been placed here purposely.
You don't see any foot tracks around it. The snow is remarkably undisturbed.
If I say Xuram, does that do anything?
No effect.
Okay.
Catherine is going to pick up the skull with the horns, looking deep into its eyes,
Careful with the satyr.
Mm-hmm.
and throw it out of frustration.
That's so funny.
It is thrown into the trees. It does not shatter, but it's over there now.
If somebody's watching us, this is probably really ridiculous.
I'm watching.
Thanks.
Yeah. Should we carry these skulls? Maybe there's a place we can put them in if this is a puzzle that we're not seeing. Druid, wizard, owl lady, person. Do I look around really quickly to see if there's the owl back?
You don't think you see anything, but I mean, you can always make a perception check.
Yes, please.
Does Catherine have any other ideas?
18?
An 18. You
Catherine grabs the M
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
from Olivia and says, "Go get that one."
Okay. Well, I'm looking for
While
the
you
owl.
go get that one, you do spy an owl watching you from about 90 feet away within a tree.
I hope you're entertained.
Catherine looks in the direction that Olivia is yelling. Do I see this owl or no?
You see the owl. Attention has been called to it. It flies off into the woods.
Catherine picks up the M skull and throws it into the snow just hard enough to like indent it in there.
All right.
Then she picks up the A,
Mm-hmm.
the R.
Okay.
Wait, what? What are you doing? Sorry.
Can I have that? Are you
Yes.
done?
I am done. Here
She
you go.
throws the K next to it,
All right.
and then the U, and then firmly plants the S.
All right. With that, these skulls are arranged to say what again?
Marcus.
A rat crawls from the eyes of the horn skull and starts running south towards the carriage. Do you allow this to happen?
I will shoot it if I have to.
Or do you follow it?
Let's go.
All right, following it, it reaches the carriage and goes up to that circle. It starts scratching out letters in common around the blood circle's druidic phrases. There are clear
Something.
gaps between some of them.
Yeah. Surely.
There's no pattern in what letters are there and what letters aren't.
Yeah.
Who? A voice calls out on the branches.
Like you again? Marcus? Is that your name? Owl boy?
Done with that for now?
Yeah, I guess.
Surely.
Let me know if you want to see
Catherine.
it again. How do you proceed? The rat, having finished scratching out these letters, stops and sits. Dense trees remain in the northeast. And the east as well has sections of forest you have not yet explored.
Maybe we'll unlock another rat who's gonna add more letters to the thing.
To the south you have yet to go, and to the
family of
west as well.
rats.
Yeah. Marcus, do you she'll slightly like pet the rat if she can.
The rat doesn't seem to move. It's fairly unresponsive in all this cold.
Interesting. Let's go the opposite way. Good job with the skulls.
So,
You want to go south?
South.
as you start to go south,
Sorry, I'm thinking we're gonna bring rats and we're gonna be slowly riding into this.
you eventually exit beyond the borders of the forest, and it leads out to open, white, snowy expanses of nothing.
Is my dinghy going?
Nothing.
Nothing here.
And you swear you see what looks like wolves walking out there, a fair ways out.
Yeah, should not mingle with those. But
Another winter wind stirs up and blows in from the south.
This is useless.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks back north, trudging up the path, following her footsteps until where she went north previously, and goes off to the northeast.
You travel through extensively forested area. The pines here are thick, but eventually the pine forest gives way to tropical trees,
Well, what?
and you step into a warm clearing surrounded by flowers. In its center is what looks like a merchant stand, staffed by a woman with green eyes and hair, perhaps a sprite stolen Einar.
I'm not gonna shoot her yet.
Do you exit the tree line and make your presence known?
Catherine will tip her head, and I walk forward.
Iron or green eyes.
This individual raises a hand and beckons you to come forward very warmly.
Fucking tropics and this supposedly.
Catherine narrows her eyes, and I go forward to that warm welcome.
Well, here's someone I haven't seen in a while, she says. Tell me, friend, why haven't you been visiting?
The carriage broke down.
The carriage broke down. It's hard to find anything good for traveling these days. The way things get stuck down south, they really should take better care of their roads.
There wasn't much of a road at all leading me here.
Really? Well, I guess they really stopped caring then. These things happen. Tell me, now that you're here, can I interest you in anything?
I'm not sure. I might be looking for a map or a key.
Oh, well, I've got the key to all sorts of things. She beckons you to take another step closer and really inspect her wares. All of them are rats.
I am like slowly approaching me like this. Is
Rats
weird.
of different colors with broken or full teeth, some yellowed, some white. A few of them are quite rambunctious, running in circles, trying to bite each other.
Silly rats.
Another is sleeping, and yet one more just stares at you. Beady black eyes, awaiting your choice.
Well, obviously, you don't go to the adoption center picking a pet. The pet picks you. So Catherine will reach down and offer a hand to the rat that so eagerly looks up at her.
You've got good taste, says this individual. You know, every one of my rats is terribly smart. They even know how to read and write.
Uh-huh. Did you lose a rat?
However,
Okay.
if you're looking for one of them, I do still need my payment. The price is very reasonable. I won't ask for more than one.
What would you like?
A finger. Truly the finest prices you'll find around here. I've always been the best to you.
Do you know her?
I'll be right back.
Have you been nearby for any of this, or have you stayed in the tree line? I never heard you say that you exit.
No, I was like slowly behind her, but not close. I'm just like, is that rat still up seeing? But she's still keeping her distance, being like, this is, whew, weird. She's like looking at you like, so what did you
Don't
want?"
wait too long. These things go fast.
Catherine says, stay here.
Uh-huh.
And she starts running back to the carriage.
Okay.
She pulls out one of her daggers and lops off the driver's hand at the wrist.
Good.
And starts running back the path that she just followed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you return
You freaking.
to this stand in the clearing.
This tropical stand in the clearing.
Indeed.
It's almost summer here.
It is definitely summer.
Huh.
Or at least it could be. I mean, that's consistent with the feeling of the air. is the best way to
Summer
put it.
according to... Never
Yeah.
mind. I guess she holds out the hand and says, this is quite fresh, very well preserved in the cold.
Quite fresh, well preserved, but I don't know. The longer you gave me, I started to realize that I really do love all of these guys. They're just so interesting. I
This is
couldn't.
5 times your asking price.
I know, but
You
I
got
couldn't
4
part with them
fingers
for just anything. They're
and a
s-
thumb.
They're so special. I would need a very special finger in return. I think I could only settle for one of yours.
Mine.
Yes.
I'm gonna now come closer.
You approach in the clearing. She says, "Oh,
Are
who's
you
that?"
interested in any particular finger?
Oh, I'm sure they're all good. Quite magic, those are.
What's your name?
Catherine steps in front of where Olivia was approaching.
Hey.
Who's that there? A new customer? Have you brought me someone on recommendation? Could it be that you're buying for both of you?
That one doesn't have any form of payment.
Oh. Well, you could always spot her.
I'm so confused. Olivia's looking like, what's happening?
The
Where's
rats
your knife?
scamper about, and one of them bites another. One of the rats goes still.
Where's
The
your
others
knife?
begin to gather. You asked to who?
The only person in front of me.
I can't tell what you're talking about.
No,
No, she's in front of me.
stepped in front of Olivia
she
to block her view.
Pulls out a knife and says, "Here it is," and hands it to you.
Catherine is going to put her hand over this woman's hand holding the knife and quickly
Whoa!
chop a finger.
Whose finger?
Mine.
All right. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What are you doing? Olivia is so confused.
14.
14. All right. You manage to remain conscious as you take off that finger. And the gal says, "Excellent. Thank you so much. I was wondering when I could get another one of these." She plucks it right up and just neatly slides it into her pocket. Then she picks up that one rat that you were looking at by the tail and drops it onto your head.
Be singing you. And
The rat, however, starts to scamper down your back, and it tries to run away to the southwest towards the carriage.
Catherine holds her bloodied stump of a finger to her side as she jogs after this
I am
rat.
jogging, confusingly being like, are you okay?
There's no time.
The woman waves, smiling all the while as you guys exit, and the rest of the rats begin to feed. With that, the rat that you'd purchased ends up back at the carriage, and this rat quickly begins to scratch out some letters surrounding the Druidic phrases of the blood circle. Next thing you know,
Yes.
it's there. Having gone first, you have the opportunity to read it before your acquaintance arrives.
Catherine very quickly spins around to Olivia's approach, pulls her dagger out, and presses it against her chest.
Wait, what? She cannot do that.
Against your chest?
Against Catherine's chest.
All right.
Wait,
And
you're
then, how hard do you press?
What are you doing?
She runs forward and slams into Olivia.
You're trying to stab me?
No.
You're trying to make me stab you?
She pushes the dagger against her chest, runs forward, and slams into Olivia.
I don't like this.
Do you do anything to try and stop her?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
First things first, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, because I'm like...
Or rather, each of you, roll initiative.
Because I'm like,
Okay.
what is she trying to do? Like, I'm so confused.
15.
15.
That's a 5.
A 5. You go first. Roll to hit.
To hit myself?
Indeed, you are using someone else as force to drive this in, aren't you?
I have concentration. You're going to destroy my spell.
That's a 23.
A 23. I believe you do hit, unless you have some sort of reaction to stop this. The dagger will plunge into her chest.
I have... Whew, I have nothing towards this situation, I think. I cannot do anything. It's more of like... What? And just trying to move, but then you like go quicker, I think. And you give me a really weird hug.
Definitely surprise you, for sure.
Where are your eyes as she begins to fall to the ground?
I'm looking at her face being like, what are you doing?
You keep your eyes on her face.
Yes, I'm grabbing her, like trying to be like, shit, don't take it out.
One turn passes. What do you do? She is bleeding.
Why? Did you... She's going to go quickly read the thing that...
2 turns pass.
I am
She
reading
is
the
bleeding.
thing. I don't know.
Subtle secrets. Stolen soul. Catherine's killing brings you home. Vengeful viper, blinded bat, pierce her heart, and you'll go back.
Are you gonna be okay? Like this is so
A
bad.
third turn passes. What do you do?
Do I need to stab you in the... No. This is bullshit.
The light fades. All is dark.
Okay. She will not freaking stab somebody in the heart like this. I was her babysitter. That's in my canon story.
Slowly, your eyes flitter open. You awaken in the woods. Once more around the campfire, surrounded by 7 rats. They tug on your clothes and scamper about your chest, while a great horned owl looks on from a tree branch overhead.
She'll
Both of you are awake.
Catherine?
Don't.
Okay, you're alive. Thank anything. Thank luck.
I see now. The great horned owl looking down upon you speaks. I know who you are, but do you? Again, the rats pull upon your clothes, nibble at your arms.
No. Don't bite me. There's 7 rats. I hope there's not children that these rats.
The owl goes on. You have but one final chance to leave this place, to leave my woods, to abandon your hunt. or I will change who is being hunted.
Give the children back, all of them, and no human will ever enter these woods again.
Roll for persuasion.
11.
Anything that you do?
If it's the woods you want to protect, I understand that, but you don't need these children for that. We can make a deal with the villagers, and we'll make sure that nobody will cross your territory ever again. You have my hunter's word.
Roll for persuasion.
Persuasion. There it is. 15.
The owl croons from its perch. I have warned you, and now you will suffer the consequences of your actions. And that's where we'll stop. Any
just
thoughts
don't
from
want-
either of you before we wrap this up now?
I don't want to kill this owl if she's trying to communicate with it, because I'm only thinking about murder right now. But no, these 7 rats are children, I assume, right? So, if I can put them all in my pocket and just run with them and see if we can somehow change them
These
back.
rats that are biting and scratching at you.
Yeah.
You think they are children that you can put in your pocket.
I don't know, because there's
They're
7
pulling
of
at
them.
your clothes.
I said I was showing them off. Are they still continuing?
You did want to shoot them originally, right? When you first saw those rats back then?
Yeah.
I've tried several times.
I know. Sorry, they're pests usually, and I usually would get hired to
Well,
get
I
rid of
suppose
them.
we'll see what you guys decide after ruminating for about a week before you
I
get to
won't-
that.
Ugh.
You gonna do anything about the rats? You gonna
I
not
don't
do anything
know.
about the
I don't
rats?
know.
Gonna eat a rat like that skull?
The owl
What are you
has
gonna
to
do?
eat the rat. I will shoot the owl later on, I
All
think.
right. Well, all that being said, thank you for coming. It's been a wonderful time. I had a lot of fun making this session. It's one that I had in the works for a while. Didn't think it would come up this soon, but you guys sure did charge on through into it. Yeah.
Cool.
So, thank you again. Please join us next time for The Book of Winter's Wealth, Chapter 5,
What is the chapter called?
The Owl Witch.
The Owl Witch.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 5.
5 times I'll shoot her.
Oh,
Okay, just 5? Do you think that's enough?
Oh,
could
yeah.
be a him. That name Marcus was out there, right?
Mm-hmm. I did call out to him, Miss Marcus. He's not saying anything.
I thought you were going to forget about that.
No. I have Marcus here. Marcus is possibly the owl, which...
Well, all of that being said, thank you. Please join us next time. It'll be a blast.
Bye, friends.
See you.